In this episode of Bottoms Up, we go away from home against Fulham and then we have a home game against top of the table Manchester City. If we win both the games, we will be top after 20 games at the midway point in the league. Welcome to episode 25 of Bottoms Up. So the last time you was with me, we had the double win episode against Manchester United and Qarabag on Friday. Manchester United in the league, Qarabag in the Champions League, of course. We did play Benfica in our next Champions League game and drew that 1-1. But prior to that, after the win against Qarabag, we then lost 1-0 to Brentford. We then won 2-0 against Southampton with goals from Guy Noel-Zahuri and Thomas Akazvatni. Then we had a good 2-0 win against Brighton with Sergio Piscini getting both goals. Then came the 1-1 draw against Benfica. Bournemouth was a great 4-1 win. Emerson Fernandez, Kenta Mahara with a couple of goals and Mohamed Sham. Leicester was a 2-0 win thanks to Chesney and Duarte. And then a 3-1 win against Reading, Ortega, Akazvatni and a Mahara penalty on 54 minutes. There has been a bit of transfer news I need to bring you as well, as we have signed a £24 million goalkeeper from Antwerp, Liam Borkelsman. He is awesome. I'm really liking the look of him. He's got a driven personality, 6'3". If we have a look at his, we can't see it on here, but he's actually can use both feet. His preferred foot is right, but he's very strong or fairly strong on his left foot as well. 3-star current ability with 4.5-star potential. He is going to be a massive upgrade on Callum McKenna. In terms of Callum McKenna, he's been good for us, don't get me wrong, but he's just so injury prone as well. So Borkelmans will be coming in. McKenna will probably be moving out. Don't know if it's going to be in January or in the summer, but we will be moving him on at some point. If we have a look at finances quickly, with £30 million in the red, we've got £9 million in the transfer budget. We've still got £100,000 to spend in the wage budget. If we look at dynamics, good team cohesion, very good club atmosphere, very good managerial support. Everything is looking amazing. If we go back to the schedule, we've got Fulham today away from home and then a home game against Manchester City. Like I said in the intro, if we win both games today, then we will be top of the league without a doubt. I'll show you the Champions League table as it stands at the moment. We're currently 5th, 4 wins, a draw and a defeat. The defeat against Galatasaray still hurts considering how poor they've been. They're actually below Qarabag. So we've got 2 more games. Maybe we might be able to qualify automatically, but I'll be happy if we finish in the blue zone as well. It's progression that counts, basically. So let's get on with the episode and let's get on with our game today against Fulham. And Liverpool playing Manchester United is obviously a big game. Fernandez set for move to Manchester United. I will not be selling him, or at least I don't want to. I have got a bit of a doubt over Piscini today as to whether I should start him or not. We have got, obviously, Jackson Makado is back from injury until the next injury gets, which probably won't be too long. We do also have the likes of Alan Marrick, Bradley Barcola that we could play up front. I think I'm going to go with Piscini today and just hope that he comes through the game all right, because we want him for the game against Manchester City. But here's a team we're going to be going out against Fulham with. McKenna in goal, Calvo left back, Martin Fernandez right back, Escalada and Ortega in the middle, Fernandez and Akazvatni in midfield with Duchesne and Mahara out wide and Zahuri in behind Pisani. And it's a very familiar team. I don't tend to change my team a great deal unless I really have to. I like knowing, I know the players that I trust and I like to keep with them as much as possible. So here we go. Fulham not on the best of run. 1 win in the last 5. A couple of draws recently. We've obviously been on a pretty decent run ourselves. And yeah, second in the table. There's a bit of a gap between us and Tottenham, Wolves, Man United, Arsenal. And obviously we hope today against Fulham we can keep that run going. And just see how far we can go in the Premier League this season. I'm certainly not expecting to win it, but I'm going to be adventurous and say I want a top 4 finish. I think we're good enough for that. Duchesne gives the ball away as I say that. Fulham now have the ball on the highlight. Chips it into midfield. Gore can bring it forward. Are we going to get a tackle in? No. Cunningham's through. Oh, it's gone wide. That was a golden opportunity for Fulham to score there. They'll probably be a tad disappointed if they didn't actually put that in the back of the net. Chesney wins it back to Fernandez, but Fulham get it straight back again. I'm not happy with how we're just giving the ball away, and Fulham are looking dangerous when they come forward like this. They get the ball in the box and it's a goal. That is terrible. Well, maybe I should lower my expectations because that was awful. Again, we're giving the ball away. We just give the ball away so much sometimes. And if we're struggling like this against Fulham, we're going to get hammered against Manchester City. But this is us all over. I mean, you saw with the defeat we had against Brentford that we can play really good, stunning football, and then we just go and lose some random match. And, you know, it really wouldn't surprise me if we lose against Fulham and then go and beat Manchester City, because that's just what we're like. We've had no shots on target in this first half. I'm going to have to give them a bit of a telling off at half time. I'm going to point the finger, come on lads, show a bit of a desire that you want to win this. That was awful. I mean, we've looked poor. And Fulham, oh, there you go. Thomas Akers-Vatney's got an injury. Bring on Solis. Still waiting for a first shot on target. It's been an hour now. Right, we need to make a couple of changes because Fernandez is not looking great. So I think we're going to put Zahouri back in midfield. Bring Mohamed Sham in here. Bring on Jackson Mercado instead of Piscini. Piscini obviously carrying a knock before the game anyway. But we really need Kenta Mahara to step up for us. But we're just not doing anything at the moment. This is terrible. Why are we so bad? We're just not showing any sign of being able to get a goal in this game. Like, Duarte can come on here, and I think Calvo can come off for Kwaku Mensah. I mean, maybe the game's punishing me because I've not actually played the Crystal Palace game for probably about a week now. And we were not this bad beforehand. I mean, the game against Qarabag, I remember we weren't great in the game against Qarabag, but we got through it. But here's Escalada to Solis. But I mean, we're just passing the ball in between our defenders. We need to get the ball forward. Ball over the top. Duarte picks it up, puts it into Mohamed Sham. Oh. Again, off target. 9 shots a goal, not a single shot on target. This is 10 now. Oh, I'm worried about the game against City. I really am. Because we have looked toothless in this episode. And maybe we're being given a bit of a lesson here. We've had 1 shot on target in 98 minutes of football. Fulham only had 2. They took one of their chances. That's all they needed to do. We had more of the possession. Thrashed the arms. It's not good enough. We should have been winning. I'm really not happy. Right. We're still in second. I don't know how we're still in second. I mean, Man City have just thumped Bournemouth 6-1. And now we've got to go and play them after we've lost 1-0 away to Fulham. Okay. Right. Well, I'm going to try and do something with this team. And I'll see you for the game against Man City. So here we go then for the game against Manchester City at home. We've got McKenna in goal, Calvo at left back, Martin Fernandez at right back, Escalada and Ortega in the centre of defence. Zahouri drops back into his ball-winning midfield role alongside Emerson Fernandez. Chesney and Mahara out wide. Maric comes in the attacking midfield role behind Piscini. So basically it's Maric in for the injured Thomas Akers-Vatney. Other than that, we're pretty much full squad. I know we've got Singano out injured, but he's not a regular for us. So there's only been a couple of days between games. I have upset Lars Ollison because he came to me wanting a loan so that he can get more playing time and get into the national setup. And basically I just threatened him and dismissed him and told him to get lost. I'm a bit fed up this year with player unhappiness over playing time and all this sort of stuff. you're happy to sign the contract when you come to the club, get on with it. You know, it's if I want to sell you, I'll sell you. If I don't want to, I won't. It's as simple as that. Right, on with today's game. We've had 15 minutes. There's only been one shot, which was off target by Man City, and no highlights, more importantly. The first highlight comes to Manchester City. We kind of clear the lines, but it goes straight back to them. Doyle, I mean, I'm glad we're pushing them backwards. I'd rather push them backwards than them come forwards. If we can win the ball back, we could have them in a bit of a dangerous position. I have made a couple of tweaks to the tactic as well by turning on work ball into box and getting the fullbacks to overlap on the left and right. And here's DeChesney. We're coming forward. We have won that ball back like I wanted us to. And he's just gone and lost it again. I mean... Oh, Zahouri's won it. Piscini. Mahara! Oh, Kenta, you need to take these chances. You've got to do stuff against these big teams. Here's Martin Fernandez with the throw-in to Escalada. Comes back to Fernandez. He gives it back to Escalada. Ortega to Zahouri to DeChesney. He's on the wrong side, but... puts one in the... Oh, Maric. We've had two good chances. None of them have counted as a shot on target. Here's Mahara with a corner now. Ortega, and it's over the bar again. Why can't we get anything on target in this game? Or in this episode? Here's Escalada to Calvo. We're playing a lot better. At least we're creating chances. Here's DeChesney. But Trubin, the Manchester City goalkeeper. Ederson's obviously a thing of the past now. I mean, we are like 10 years into the future. Right, here's Martin Fernandez. Oh, he's giving it away. That was a promising position as well. Man City building from the back like they like to do. Oh, and it's one back by Martin Fernandez to Maric to Mahara. He scores! 15th goal of the season for Kenta Mahara. It's not going to be disallowed. And we are 1-0 up against Manchester City. 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the first half, and we've gone in at half time 1-0 up. 4 shots on target from 9 in total. Much better. Man City have not even been a force in that first half. We've had a really good half of football. If we can follow that up with a really good second half of football as well. They've made a substitution. Terry comes on for, or Germano, or someone's come on. I think they made a change at the back. I think they made a double substitution actually. Oh, another injury. Now it's DeChesney. Right, we bring Duarte on. This is what happens. I'll say about we're doing so well not having any injuries, and now we're going to get them all at once. Right, Man City again, building up from the back. Terry, I'll take it that's not John Terry. Come out of retirement. Headed it on, but that should be nice and simple for McKenna. Gives it to Calvo, to Duarte. Back to Calvo. Finds Zahouri. He's got Mahara out wide. He's got even wider to Martin Fernandez, who just gives the ball away. Oh, he's won it back. Oh, Alan Maric. Second goal of the season from Alan Maric. We're 2-0 up against Manchester City. An hour into the game. Oh, my word. This is stupid. Right, Man City on the counter, or on the attack rather. Good save from McKenna. It's gone out for a corner. I'm going to look at making a couple of substitutions because Mahara is absolutely shattered. I think we might need to bring him on. Bring Mercado on out on the right-hand side. And I don't want to just take off all their best performing players. Badiashile, can you play in the goal, Nuri? No, you can't. We'll undo that one. Where's the undo button? I think that would just be the only substitution I look to make is Kenta Mahara coming off. So we've made this. They're still going ahead with this corner highlight, which suggests to me it's going to be a goal because usually they'd cancel it. Oh, it's hit the crossbar. Lamine Yamal. I mean, some of the players that Man City have got is just stupidly, insanely good. You know, it's... Right, I think coming into the 80th minute, we make a couple more. Finley-Eyed can come on for Martin Fernandez. and Calvo can come off for Mensah. That's 4 substitutions so far. We've saved one just in case we do get another injury. Save it for a few minutes anyway. Alright, 5 minutes left. I think we'll take off Zahuri and bring on Solis. Oh, can't make any more. Oh, I've done, yeah. Oh dear. That's my fault. I mean, obviously it's my fault, it's not the game's fault. Right, Man City have a corner. A high one into the box. McKenna claims it quite comfortably. Just keep hold of the ball, lad. Waste a bit of time. Goes for a long ball up top. City win it back. Go out wide. Staying out on their left-hand side. Oh, this is looking dangerous. Oof. Just gone wide. Well, I'll tell you what. We've got 6 minutes of time added on. Oh, City have headed over from a corner. I mean, we've had 13 corners and they've had 5. Neither team are really doing a great deal from corners. But I did say earlier on in the episode that with the way we play, we'll lose to Fulham and beat Manchester City. And that is exactly what we've done. We've beaten Manchester City. Well done, lads. That was a tremendous performance. We're second in the table. We're 1 point behind Manchester City. Obviously, they won the last game, whereas we lost. So, sort of as you were. We're 2 points ahead of Tottenham and 6 points ahead of Man City, Arsenal and Wolves. So we've kind of stayed roughly where we are, or where we were in this episode. And yeah, that was an awesome performance from the boys. Puts the Fulham result. I mean, so many similarities between that and the Brighton game, just random games that we lose. Right, we're going to play forward a little bit now, and I think what we'll do is we'll come back, depending on what we're going to do. We've got some big games here. We'll come back. We're in Newcastle in the league, they're 9th. We'll probably come back for the Champions League double header of Barcelona, who are 9th, Villarreal, who are 20th, an away game and a home game. So we'll probably come back for there, and that will be in tomorrow's episode. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow at 6 PM as always for episode 26. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.